Let's talk about your money, the taxes you pay, the funds meant to run the country. Every year, millions of Americans work hard, file their returns, and trust that their contributions are being used to build a better nation. We expect our money to go toward things that matter: public safety, infrastructure, education, and healthcare. But what if I told you that a staggering amount of that money has simply vanished? The US government recently admitted it can't account for $4.7 trillion in payments. That's not a typo. That's trillions gone with no clear explanation. Imagine the shockwaves if you woke up and found your entire bank account emptied, with no record of where the money went. Trillion, with a T. That's more than the entire GDP of Germany, one of the world's largest economies, just gone as if it never existed. To put it in perspective, that's enough to fund every public school in America for decades, or to provide healthcare for millions. This isn't a simple accounting error. It's not like losing a $20 bill in your pocket or forgetting some loose change. We're talking about a sum so vast it could change the course of a nation's future. We're talking about money that could have built thousands of miles of roads, modernized schools, and equipped hospitals with life-saving technology, just vanished into thin air. Communities across the country are left wondering why their schools are underfunded and their roads are crumbling. The official excuse? Bookkeeping problems. But that's an insult to our intelligence. We're told to accept vague explanations, as if losing track of trillions is just a minor clerical issue. You don't misplace trillions by accident. This is a deliberate, coordinated effort, an intricate web of transactions designed to keep the truth hidden from the public eye. The trail leads to the shadowy world of intelligence agencies and global power brokers. These are organizations with the resources and secrecy to move unimaginable sums without leaving a trace. Who else could move that much money undetected? Not your local city council, not even state governments. Only those at the very top, with access to the deepest levels of government, could orchestrate something of this magnitude. These funds are funneled into black budget projects, covert operations, and hidden offshore accounts. The money disappears into a maze of secrecy, never to be seen again by the public. It's a slush fund for the powerful financing activities that would never be approved in public. Private jets, secret deals, and influence peddling, all paid for with money meant for the people. They use shell corporations and the secrecy of global banking to make the money untraceable. Complex legal structures and encrypted transactions ensure that the trail goes cold before anyone can follow it. Anyone who asks questions hits a wall of silence or gets labeled a conspiracy theorist. Whistleblowers are silenced, journalists are stonewalled, and the public is left in the dark. But when trillions go missing, it's not a theory. It's a crime scene. The victims, us, the taxpayers, our hard-earned money stolen in plain sight. We're expected to shrug and move on while the real story disappears. The media barely covers it, and the evidence is quietly destroyed or buried under bureaucracy. This isn't just mismanagement. It's the ultimate betrayal of public trust. When those in power abuse their position, democracy itself is at risk. And it's happening on a scale that should terrify us all. If we don't demand answers, if we don't hold the powerful accountable, this cycle of corruption will only continue, leaving ordinary people to pay the price. Who's really in charge of this financial circus? A tiny club of global elites, CEOs of giants like BlackRock and JP Morgan. These aren't just banks, they're empires. BlackRock alone manages more money than Japan's entire economy. These players don't compete, they coordinate. They sit on the same boards, attend the same Davos meetings, and lobby governments with mountains of cash. Their goal? Make sure the system always works for them. They're buying up neighborhoods, consolidating industries, and now targeting crypto. Bitcoin ETFs let them control digital assets without holding them directly. The result? A handful of unelected people wield more power than most governments. They decide which companies rise or fall, influence policy, and can trigger crises if it suits them. They've built a fortress of wealth and power, and they're pulling up the drawbridge. Everyone else just puppets on their strings. Remember when Bitcoin was a revolution? A tool for the people, free from banks and governments. That dream is fading fast. The same institutions Bitcoin was meant to disrupt are now its biggest players. Wall Street firms that once mocked Bitcoin now pour billions into it, not for freedom, but for profit and control. Bitcoin ETFs make it easy for big investors to buy up huge amounts, centralizing power. Now, a handful of corporations hold a massive share of all Bitcoin. The promise of decentralization? Hijacked. For the average person, Bitcoin is no longer an escape hatch. It's just another asset in the portfolios of the ultra-rich. The revolution has been co-opted. The fortress is being rebuilt, this time with digital bricks. The dream isn't dead, but it's on life support, and the people holding the plug are the very ones Bitcoin was meant to escape. If you think Bitcoin's takeover is bad, wait for stablecoins and central bank digital currencies, CBDCs. Stablecoins like USDC are pegged to the dollar. CBDCs are digital dollars issued by central banks. The pitch: speed, efficiency, convenience. The reality: total control. Unlike cash, digital dollars are fully traceable and programmable. Every transaction can be monitored in real time. Governments could block purchases, freeze accounts, or make your money expire. This isn't sci-fi. The tech exists now. Stablecoins are just the gateway drug, getting us used to digital money before CBDCs lock us in. Big banks love it. It cements their power and eliminates competition. They're building a digital prison, disguised as progress. Don't fall for it. The price of convenience is your freedom. The global financial system is a house of cards, and the wind is picking up. For decades, we've been told that the foundations are strong, but in reality, the entire structure is dangerously unstable, built on debt, speculation, and blind trust. Central banks have printed trillions, flooding the world with easy money. Every new dollar weakens the value of the ones you already have, quietly eroding your savings and fueling relentless inflation that touches every corner of your life. Groceries, gas, housing, everything costs more, while your paycheck lags behind. Families are forced to make tough choices, cutting back on essentials just to get by, as the cost of living spirals out of control. This isn't an accident. It's the result of reckless decisions by those in power, politicians and bankers who gamble with your future, prioritizing short-term gains over long-term stability. Cheap money and artificially low interest rates have made the system fragile and addicted to risk. The financial world is now a high-stakes casino where a single misstep could bring everything crashing down. One shock, a bank failure, a sudden conflict, or a loss of confidence could trigger a crisis even more devastating than 2008. The warning signs are everywhere, but most people aren't prepared for what's coming. When that happens, people will desperately search for a safe haven, like Bitcoin, a digital asset that promises freedom from the broken system. But if Bitcoin is already captured by the same powerful institutions that broke the old system, it's not a lifeboat. It's just another part of the sinking ship, offering no real escape. The fight to keep Bitcoin decentralized is a fight for our financial survival. It's about protecting the last real alternative to a system rigged against ordinary people. If the system collapses, we need a genuine alternative. Not just another room in the same crumbling house, but a true exit that offers hope and security. The stakes couldn't be higher. Our choices now will shape the future for generations to come. Our future depends on keeping the escape hatch open, on defending the possibility of real change before it's too late. Don't let them seal it shut. The time to act is now, before the last door closes for good. Financial control isn't enough. They want your identity too. Enter digital IDs linked to your face, fingerprints, and iris. Sold as convenience, these systems are the final piece of the surveillance puzzle. Companies like Palantir are already building the infrastructure for mass data collection. With a centralized digital ID, your financial, medical, and social data are all connected. Governments could implement social credit systems just like China. Your ability to travel, work, or buy food could depend on your score. Attend a protest, post something critical, your score drops. This isn't about security, it's about enforcing conformity and crushing dissent. Biometric surveillance and digital money are two sides of the same coin control. Together, they form a digital cage. The price of their convenience is your privacy and your freedom. It's not just bankers and politicians. Tech billionaires are in on it too. The PayPal mafia and their peers present themselves as visionaries, but their better future means more power for them. They influence politics with lobbying, campaign donations, and a revolving door between Silicon Valley and government. They push deregulation, taking risks with our health, environment, and economy for profit. In biotech and agriculture, they're patenting seeds and controlling the food supply. They weaken safety regulations so you don't even know what you're eating. The alliance between big tech and big government is a threat to freedom. They shape public opinion, fund think tanks, and rewrite the rules to benefit themselves. They're not just building new tech, they're building a new world order. And we're just data points in their grand experiment. Still hoping governments will embrace the true spirit of crypto? Think again. They see crypto as a tool for more control, not liberation. Regulations aren't about protecting you, they're about tracking and taxing you. Exchanges are forced to link your identity to your wallet, killing anonymity. Privacy projects are targeted, peer-to-peer transactions restricted. Governments want to bring crypto inside the old system, where they hold all the power. Decentralized money threatens their monopoly, so they'll try to tame, co-opt, or replace it. Central bank digital currencies are their Trojan horse. The language is safety and stability, but the goal is surveillance and control. Don't be fooled. Real financial freedom isn't on their agenda. We're at a crossroads. The choices we make today will echo for generations. Every step forward, every decision shapes not just our own lives, but the world our children will inherit. The financial system is corrupt and unstable, manipulated by those who profit from chaos. Behind closed doors, a powerful cabal is building a future of total control, one where your every transaction, every move is tracked and exploited for their gain. They want your money, your identity, your life. Their goal is to strip away your autonomy, to make you dependent on their systems, and to profit from your every action. But the fight isn't over. Across the world, people are waking up, refusing to be silenced or controlled. The spirit of resistance is alive. This is the moment to wake up and understand what's at stake. Your freedom, your dignity, your right to choose your own path. The freedom to live without constant surveillance or financial punishment. The right to privacy, to make mistakes, to grow without fear of being watched or penalized. The freedom to build a future not dictated by elites, but by your own vision and hard work. To create, to innovate, to dream without limits. What can you do? Educate yourself. Knowledge is your greatest weapon. Learn the rules of the game so you can change them. Learn how money really works, how it's created, how it flows, and who truly benefits from the current system. Understand the difference between centralized and decentralized systems. See how technology can empower you or enslave you, depending on who controls it. Use tools that protect your privacy and financial independence. Choose apps, services, and habits that put you in control of your data and your destiny. Share this knowledge. Awareness is our first line of defense. Talk to your friends, your family, your community. The more we know, the stronger we become. Support real alternatives, not corporate imitations. Invest in local businesses, ethical startups, and technologies that value people over profit. Demand privacy, push back against surveillance. Make your voice heard. Online, in the streets, at the ballot box. Every choice you make is a vote for the world you want. Your spending, your voice, your actions, they all matter. The fight for financial freedom is the fight for personal liberty. When you defend your money, you defend your future. It's your money, your freedom, your fight. Stand strong, stay informed, and never give up. Don't let them take it from you. Protect what's yours, your rights, your resources, your hope. The future is still ours, if we're willing to fight for it. Together, we can reclaim our power and build a world where freedom truly belongs to everyone.